I worked with a UK volunteer. Her name is Tessa. Tessa, yeah. That was my work counterpart.
Both my parents were volunteers in Tanzania, and I knew I wanted to visit a place, possibly in Africa, and be a volunteer in Africa, but I never expected it would be Tanzania. I was so excited when I got that phone call.
When we arrived, we talked before in the community, okay, people were just staring at us, didn't know what we were doing, but as time went on, we got along with people, they knew what we were doing, and others were asking, hey, looks like you get a lot of money from this, but we said, no, we are volunteering, and this is for the betterment of this community.
When we first arrived in Kamatumu village, we went to the NGO that we were working in, and we were kind of allocated to our host family. If we'd have not lived in accommodation with families that lived in that community, we wouldn't have been taken as seriously as we were. It was a good way to make connections in the community. It helps so much with learning the language as well. I picked up so much more Swahili by living in a host home.
Yeah, the biggest achievement in the work we did is something which we were also able to pass through the volunteers who came, which was the stitching of the cloth bags so as to be used as an alternative to plastic bags. That was a big thing because we had 3 groups working on that.
And to do this, we tried to set up women's sewing groups in the community. This would act as so that they could make cloth bags. This would act as a good source of income for those women, as well as providing cloth bags that would act to hopefully replace the plastic bags that were being handed out with every transaction at in the market stalls.
From what I heard for the ICS cycle which came on, they carried on with the same project and they did it very well. So I think that we laid a very, very good ground for that, because if we couldn't done well with that, nothing could be there. 4 people who were from the Kamachumo community applied for volunteering in the cycle which followed. So I feel like we left that spirit of volunteerism.
I would say to my friends to apply to ICS if they were up for the challenge, that they should definitely go for it. Makes a real difference to other people's lives, and you pick up personal skills that you could never imagine were possible.